I've realized the life I've been living is not the path that calls my name. I've been lost to the gifts I've been given, and every day seems to be more of the same. And I know the music moves within me, and I choose to follow where it leads. Find a peaceful place where I'm singing, let myself be all I came to be. There's a life that is waiting, shining from my deepest heart. A love I want tonight, rising up inside, urging me to play my part. There's a dream that is waking, freeing me from the dark of night. It's my life, the one that is waiting, welcoming me home into the light. I feel my will to surrender and hear the song that still remains, turning me to the sacred river, bathing me in a gentle rain. There's a light that is waiting, shining from my deepest heart. Love I want tonight, rising up inside, urging me to play my part. Dream that is waking, freeing me from the dark of night. It's my life, the one that is waiting, welcoming me home into the light. Today is mine to awaken, dancing in the wild with the divine. Enjoy that's everlasting, always precious and kind. It's my time. A light that is waiting, shining from my deepest heart. A love I want tonight, rising up inside, urging me to play my part. There's a dream that is waking, freeing me from the dark of night. It's my life, one that is waiting, welcoming me home into the light. It's my life, the one that is waiting, welcoming me home into the light. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Gwendolyn Smith, your practitioner hostess for today. Hostess with the mostest. Let me begin by saying it is a pleasure to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living, Nashville, Tennessee. And we'd like to welcome those watching online. Our speaker today is VIC SORRELL, and the title of his talk is Beyond Conditions. We are also happy to welcome back Sean Galloway. How about another hand for him today? Our guest artist today. And if you're here, Center for Spiritual Living in Nashville is an inclusive, new thought, spiritual community. We believe that we are unique expressions of God. We teach the power of our thoughts to create the lives we want. Question is, what do you want? As you think on that, I'll continue. Our mission is to help people live their best lives through a practical spiritual teaching that you can use every day. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are always welcome here. Now, I will begin our service with a short quote. Life is an inside job, and I'm just bringing more of me to the surface. And this is by Bob Proctor. And in the words of Martin Luther King, free at last, thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Now, I invite you to relax and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Breathe in and let it go. Breathe in through your nose and let it go through your mouth. Now I want you to take that third breath and breathe it in from your heart. And let your heart take you to that sacred place, that sacred home where there is an absolute purity of love. Walk with me. As we walk along this river of life, and it is flowing, and you can see that you are part of that river, and you are flowing with peace, love, joy, happiness, compassion, kindness. And as you begin to flow, you are coming to a point in the river where there is a waterfall. And you just slowly go over the waterfall. You are fearless. You are part of this unlimited, infinite source. And as you fall over the waterfall, you're just trusting and falling into the arms of God. As you surrender, you are now back into the river of life, trusting and believing, creating an absolute dissolving of the past, of negative thoughts, anger, depression, fear, and doubt are all dissolved and washed clean. For you now are moving into the purity of who you are. You are home in knowing that you are God in action, and you are free. Free to be your authentic self. Free to know that you are the peace. You are the light. And you feel it. You believe it. You live it. You know it. And you know you are feeling alive. Because you're rewriting the story. And this story will always have a happy beginning and an endlessness that never stops. Thank you for going with me and dipping in to the fountain of youth that has everlasting love. Now take a breath and come back into this room and feel rejoiced and happy in knowing the truth of who you are. And you are spirit divine. And so it is.
put your hands together and welcome back one of our favorites, the VIC SORRELL.
Oh, good morning. You've grown. It's so good to see so many of you this morning. And wow, it's always a gift to be here. I like to say it's good to be anywhere, and it's especially good to be here because this is a safe space. This is a space where we know who we are. We know the truth. Our identity is not rooted in conditions. And so I appreciate all of you for being here to support that. I have a tendency to get up here and get in flow and forget. And so before I start the talk today, I want to share with you all some exciting news. And that is that since I've been with you last, I finished a graduate degree, which was a long process, but a good one. I don't think I've ever been so excited to walk anywhere in my life than to walk across that stage. And another really wonderful thing has happened as a result of that, and that is that I've been licensed as a practitioner of psychotherapy. And I've joined a practice called House of Sovereign, which is new here in Nashville, and it's a wonderful concept that I want to share with you all. It's basically Western psychology meets Eastern mysticism, and we are supporting here people in Nashville not only psychologically to heal from that perspective, but also energetically, and meeting them to heal their nervous systems, align their chakras, all those beautiful things. So it's a sign of our evolution. We're incorporating in a holistic way. So I'm really excited to be a part of that, and that's here in Hillsborough Village in the Convent Place. And you can find out more about it if you want by Googling House of Sovereign, and that's H-A-U-S, House of Sovereign. So to get us started with our talk, I'd like for you to just bring your focus to this now moment by joining me in a centering breath. And focus on my words. In this now moment, we affirm our sovereignty of mind. We affirm our identity as creative beings. We allow our thoughts to center on the reality that we shape circumstances intentionally. We see beyond conditions. We know beyond fear. And we claim as our nature with the mind of God. In doing so, we invite all solutions, all openings, all pathways to an ever-expanding experience of life. And so it is. Family, it's been a bit of a difficult weekend to be alive in the world. We are seeing conditions that may be scary, may be disappointing. This morning, I am grateful to get to remind us all that more than one thing can be true at one time. And while we are working with conditions that we see in the world, we are also reminded of the good that is here always as our option for focus. All I really needed to do was see my puppy dogs as they jumped up on the bed this morning when I woke up to remember there's good, there's love in the world, there's light in the world. And those three are one of the best ways for me to connect to that really quickly. Last night I spent some time in reflection on the importance of this moment, the subject beyond conditions, how relevant it is to what we're seeing in the world. And what I heard from the universe is you get to practice surrender. You get to practice surrender. And I responded in mind, of course, I'm willing to do that. But God, you do remember how I think this should work out. A little Aries rising energy for you there. Right. No, I think that surrendering the conditions that we see in order such that we might be available for what lies beyond the conditions is one of the reasons that we're here in the first place. We obviously see conditions in the world that are always inviting us to experience the material nature of change. Markets fluctuate, political situations are polarized, bodies age, jobs shift, relationships evolve. And sometimes the external world appears unstable, even chaotic, and yet we know that conditions are effects and not causes. Ernest Holmes wrote in The Science of Mind, principle is not bound by precedent. Principle is not bound by precedent. So in any now moment, we have the option. Will we be available to principle? Or will we choose another focus? Because we must remember that we are creative no matter what. Our identity is that of creator. And so whether we're aligned with principle or whether we're aligned with something else, we are creating continuously. So now more than ever, we're invited to consider the importance of being aligned with principle. So, for some of you, the talk today will be a little bit of a review, but I like to think about how when we're not feeling well and we have a head cold, chicken soup is always good. We don't see the soup on the stove and say, I've had that before. That's not really what I'm looking for. No, when we have a head cold, we know what is soothing. We know what helps us recover. And I think when we look in the world and we see circumstances that are troubling, we know that spiritual principle is our anchor. Spiritual principle doesn't judge. It doesn't play favorites. It simply creates according to the pattern impressed upon it. So we look in the world and we say, what, the economy is bad. There are no opportunities. We hear these voices all the time. But if we're available to the reframe of principle, we hear mind is infinite. Supply is spiritual. God is the source of our supply, right? And God can use an infinite number of pathways and vehicles and processes to bring our good if we are aligned to receive it. Perhaps one of the most reassuring concepts of principle that I've found in the last 48 hours is there is more here than what appears. There's more here than what appears. And in working with clients in psychotherapy, what I see all the time more and more is that the work we do is about expanding awareness. We don't fix anything. Nobody's here to be fixed. But, and also, we do get to be available to the expanded awareness of who and what we are and how we are. When we watch the news, we hear disappointing stories. Somebody shares with us a tragedy. What do we have to meet that experience? How can we expand our awareness of what we see happening in the Middle East such that there's more here than what appears? That shift changes everything. And my friends, that shift changes everything for us. And that's the point. That's the point. How can it change everything for us, and why is that important? Well, there was a really beautiful song written by a woman named Claudia Carawan. It's called Shine, and it talks about bringing light into the world. And one of the best lyrics that I've ever heard is written in that song, and it is, "Where is God in the midst of tragedy, but living in the hearts and the hands of humanity?" So if we are to continue to be available to solutions, if we are to continue to experience good in the world, if we are to continue to be light, it's up to us. The option to shift to an awareness and an alignment of principle, spiritual principle, is for us. So that we can be the good in the world. We can be the light in our workplaces and in our homes and in our schools. The world needs us now. This is what we've been training for. We were made for a time such as this. A Course in Miracles reminds us, seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world. It reminds us the world is not causing our inner state. Our inner state, is projecting the world we perceive. There is more here than what we see. We're not victims of circumstances. We get to be participants in consciousness available to solutions. The Course in Miracles teaches us that the crucifixion of Jesus is important. It's important to consider. It's important to learn for. And the resurrection is where we must dwell. The resurrection is where we must dwell. And I love when we get to a place with our teaching that we have gone through, hopefully, the healing of the religious trauma we may have experienced so that we're available to the truth in these stories and images and symbols. We allow ourselves to be informed by the crucifixion. We dwell in the resurrection. So when we look in the world and we see crucifixion, what resurrection are we affirming? What resurrection occurs to us as the result of alignment with principle? In A Return to Love, Marianne Williamson reminds us our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. So why then would we cling to circumstance? If we're powerful beyond measure and we have principle available to us, why would we cling to circumstance? Well, it feels safer to blame the world sometimes than to accept our creative power. Power and moving into an awareness of the truth of ourselves requires responsibility, requires an assumption of responsibility, because if I recognize that I am this powerful, then I must take responsibility for how I use that power and how I allow that power to use me. It's cosmic adult stuff. It is. This is not a teaching for an adolescent perspective. This is a teaching for an adult perspective. Those of us who are willing to step into the truth. Iyanla Van Sant, another one of my favorite teachers, has said many times, the way to get through it is to get to it. Meaning we must address in consciousness what is generating our patterns. Not manipulate circumstances, not spiritually bypass, not deny reality, but align intentionally. Therefore, identity can be formed in consciousness, with principle, and not in condition. So, how do we do this? We need tools. We need practical tools. One of the things that I love about this teaching is it's a practical spirituality. As you reminded us, the teaching we're intended to use every day. all day long. But when we break it down, what is the practical application of principle? And how might it be helpful to us in our daily life? So I wanted to talk about 4 ways that we can work with principle in our daily lives. The first one is separate fact from meaning. We are a species that assigns meaning often before we ever consider what we have done. I lost my job, fact. Meaning I'm not safe, right? Meaning I must resort to despair. What do we assign? I lost my job. Hey, I'm a free agent. I'm available to infinite possibility of how life wants to use me now. Right? That's why we're here. Careful what meaning we assign. Facts are facts. Meaning is creative. Facts are neutral. Meaning is creative and is neither good nor bad, but it's what we choose. We choose the meaning. The second step is affirm before evidence. In Science of Mind, we pray affirmatively for good purpose. Ernest Holmes taught scientific prayer, affirmative alignment. We don't beg, we don't hope, we simply declare. In Science of Mind, I am aligned with infinite supply. I trust the intelligent mind. I move in faith, and there's more here than what I see. Always. Number 3, and this is a really important one that we don't often talk about, regulation of the nervous system. We can think affirmatively all day long, but if we are sending out in vibration anxiety, fear, worry, then that's exactly how we're showing up, and then that's exactly what we're inviting back into our experience. What we feel is what we offer. Now, it's true that thinking affirmatively can help the way we feel. But there's also sometimes some healing that's asking to happen so that our nervous system can move into alignment with what we're thinking, with what we're choosing to think. So one of the best tools that we have at our disposal for that nervous system regulation, the breath. Our breath. And that's a whole nother talk, but I will say, if you are yet to learn how to use the breath to regulate your nervous system, Google that today. Learn that today. The 4th, and probably my favorite, choose the teacher of love. Choose the teacher of love. When you see love in the world, pause. Be present. Allow it to teach you. Allow it to show you. Allow love to have you for its purposes. Love, where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom? Choose the teacher of love. A reminder, and perhaps for some of us, the deepest reassurance. We don't have to control the how. We don't even have to know the how. We have full permission right now to step out of how this is going to happen. And I think a lot of times for us as creative thinkers, I'll speak from personal experience. I trip on the how and lose my vibrational alignment faster that way than any. Some of you all may have heard of a teacher by the name of Michael Murdad out of Arizona. And he once told me something that made a lot of sense, and it is, the degree to which a person is enlightened is not how often they're in alignment, but how quickly they're able to realign once they've fallen out. So when we notice that we've fallen out of spiritual alignment, forgiveness of self allows realignment. Why stay out of alignment in self-condemnation when you don't have to? We simply don't have to. We don't have to hold ourselves in contempt. It's optional. It's optional. One of my former songwriters, collaborators who you all may remember when we performed as a duo called Source, Kenya Walker, she used to tell me all the time, baby, let yourself off the hook. God does. Now that's wisdom. Let yourself off the hook. God does. Life does. And letting ourselves off the hook makes us available for what we might do well now. How we might show up now in a way that heals, in a way that unites, in a way that joins. Think about a person in your life who you've experienced some challenge with. Are you holding yourself in contempt, or are you holding them in contempt for how you showed up and what happened? If we let that go today, then we're available for how that might shift, how that might change. So we get back to what we see in the world. It's very important for us right now to take this seriously. And I feel in this room that we do. We do take this seriously. So if you would oblige me, close your eyes and visualize with me for a minute the future version of yourself that represents the highest expression you can conceive in this moment. This future version of yourself is healed, whole, radiant, well, and clear. Can you see this version? What are they doing? What are they wearing? How are they feeling? Now, allow yourself to be present to what that future version of yourself who has already come through the difficulties that we face today. Allow that version of yourself to inform you what was yours to do now. Who are you being asked to be today? What must you do? Where must you go? How must you live in order to meet the assignment of the times? The assignment that is living you into this version of yourself that you see in your mind's eye. I invite you to think that version of yourself, express your gratitude, and return to the space. We all have our mission. We have our principle to stand on. We commit in this moment to live beyond the conditions of what we see in the world because we know that's our best hope. That's our best way. We're available to the truth that there is more to this than what we see. In closing, a short alignment. Circumstances are shifting. The world appears loud and chaotic. But beneath appearances, there is mind. There is law, spiritual law. There is love. There is principle. And we are not separate from mind, law, love, and principle. We are participating in creation. We're taking responsibility for our identity as creator. And today we choose faith in principle as originators of experience. Instead of circumstances, we shift our focus to consciousness. And from this place, we create the world we choose. And so it is.
How amazing, how amazing. Now, the law of giving and receiving shows us that when we give, we receive even more. So if something has touched you today, there are many ways you can share the love with us. And we're so grateful for your offering in any amount. I'd like to ask our ushers to please come forward, Sue, Franklin, and JW. In addition to the baskets being passed, we accept your gifts to the center with the QR codes posted in various places here. And if you're watching online, there's a link on your screen. And of course, you can visit our website. Now, please join with me. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
Being so full with this realization, we're better together in troubled times. We're better together with heart and mind, reflecting by design. We're better together no matter the weather. We're better together. Come rain or shine. Ooh, 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 ooh. We gather in nature, leaving phones behind. with new skills we're here to relate, to share our lives and celebrate. We're better together, troubled times, we're better together, heart and mind, connecting, reflecting by design. We're better together, no matter the weather, we're better together. Come rain or shine, laughing, crying now. Come let it all out, remembering, loving is what we're all about. We're better together in troubled times. We're better together, heart and mind, connecting, reflecting by design. We're better together, no matter the weather. We're better together, no matter the weather. We're better together, no matter the weather. We're better together. Come rain or shine, with a love divine in heart and mind. We're better together. We're better together. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We'd like to thank our speaker, VIC SORRELL, and our guest, Sean Galloway. And of course, we have Ashley Welch really, bringing in the background. And of course, we'd like to thank everyone out here that made this service happen today. And if you want to know what's happening at the center with details with classes and event, don't forget to get a copy of the program, and you can subscribe to the newsletter or check the website for all happenings on how to assess them. Remember, no announcements. Before we close our service, we'd like to welcome our visitors. And if you're comfortable, just wave your hand and let us know that you are new so we can make sure to say, hello, how are you? You are invited to join our community room for some light refreshments. And we'd like to thank Susan Prim for those divine hospitality treats. And our greeters, Sue Franklin and JW, who's really feeling sad. You know, we lost Neil Sedaka. And I would like to thank our own band, Larry Faragalli, Don Morgan, Mark Horowitz, and a whole group that all makes this happen, especially our production team, Dale Rogers and Ray Dryden. And of course, we would like to thank Deborah Weeks. And if you're watching online, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And we'd like to ask all our practitioners to please stand. If there's something you're dealing with, if there's something you want to attract in your life related to health, relationships, career, money, please don't leave here today without stopping to ask one of these practitioners to pray for you as soon as our service is over. And you will say to yourself, what took me so long? And if you're watching online, please go to our website under practitioners and contact us directly. Now, as we close out our service today, and I'm going to do a treatment, affirmative prayer. Now, if everyone would say this prayer to yourself, first person. Make it personable to yourself. Take a deep breath and know with me, as you let go and let God, we know that you are one with this magnificent source we call God, open for a healing and revealing, and knowing that we are the creators of our lives, and our lives are moving in a higher frequency of who we are. We are moving in a higher version of who we are. And we are knowing that we are love and peace. For we know that we created this new environment for our services. We've created a wonderful new minister, Reverend John Adams, coming to be our new leader. We know we are open and receptive to change. And we know that we are peace in action. We're like diamonds in the sky. And we shine, and we shine. And we are in deepest gratitude, with deepest gratitude. I release my word to the law that knows how to make this and even greater things show up as we move forward in life. I release my word in knowing all is well, all is good, all is God. And for this we give thanks that it is so. And together we say, and so it is. Now, please stand with me and sing our closing song. Let it rock.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're feeling down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. 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 Put a little love in your
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.